Oh, here we go. All right, all right. Looks like we are coming on live. We are connecting. We are live on YouTube. All right, all right, all right. Let's see. Let's see what happened with Facebook. No, this is always an issue for me, at least. Let's see. Oh, it shows that I am live. Sweet. We are live. Now, let me just go ahead and make this live public. All right. Perfect. All right, so I've made that public. Let me refresh this so I can share it real quick. Then we'll get started. So I got a better camera today again. Did this 2 streams ago. Last one I couldn't get it to work, but today we should be good. Oh, it already looks a lot better on the streams. So we are officially live on YouTube and on Facebook. So welcome to my 30-minute open office time where I open up my virtual office to you to answer any of your marketing questions. So if you do have any marketing questions, make sure to drop them in the comments or the chat and I will get to it as soon as I can. Let me share this real quick. Oh, what a process every time. All right. Yeah, so I got some good questions. I actually got a good one about the GoDaddy Airo. So if you haven't heard about the GoDaddy Airo, stay tuned. I'm going to talk about that and what my thoughts are about that. It's an AI tool that GoDaddy has for businesses. All right, let me share this. All right, so that is getting shared. Oh, maybe not. I have no idea. It's telling me to leave the page now, but let's go. All right, let me close this. No, it's going to send me in circles, I bet. All right. So welcome to my 30-minute open office time where I open up my virtual office to you to answer any of your marketing questions. So today I got some good questions in here and we'll kind of just jump right into it. I think all the streams are working now and they are able to be shared and viewed. So perfect. Good enough for me. All right. So the first question that I got, let me move the actual questions over here. All right, so the first question is, this one I actually saw on a Facebook group. It said, is my business slow or are we in a recession time? And so a lot of businesses tend to use this, oh, it's slow, or we're in a recession. It's because people aren't buying now, people aren't spending money. And one of the first questions that I ask most clients is, what have you been doing in the past to generate your business? And a lot of them will say, oh, well, it's just word of mouth and we just kind of do a little bit of networking, but most of it comes from word of mouth and people referring us new business. And yeah, that's going to eventually slow down and dry up, especially if times are a little bit harder for people. But that doesn't mean that people aren't out there spending money and looking for your products or services. So that's where it's really important that you continue to market and advertise your products and services to the people that you service, because that way you can continue to grow your business. And a lot of businesses tend to pull back when they start to see like a slowdown in business and, oh, it's a recession because of the news is all hyping it all up. And so a lot of business owners will take a step back and do less marketing and less advertising because they're all worried about, oh, I'm going to run out of money or something. And the businesses that double down and advertise more tend to actually thrive because they're the only ones out there. There's less competition, your costs go down, and now you're getting in front of the people that are actively searching for you, and now you're able to capitalize on that business. So there is still a lot of business out there, and if it's slow, you may just want to be looking at the marketing that you've been doing for your business. Are you still doing the same stuff you were doing before to generate business? And if you are, then maybe it's time to kind of change some things up. Times are changing. People's shopping behaviors have been changing over the years, and so you want to make sure that you are continually out in front of your ideal prospect. So don't use the business is slow in recession time. I know certain businesses are cyclical, right? So it is summertime, certain businesses are slower. So for example, I have an interior designer, and she, once when we engaged, one of the things that she said is that during the summertime, typically slows down for her because of, a lot of the snowbirds and people that hire her are go back up north. And she's able to, during the summertime, she was like, oh, I'm, thinking about possibly pausing the ads, and not running any more Facebook or Google ads at this time. And, I told her, listen, everybody else is doing that. Let's stay out there. Maybe we'll reduce the budget a little bit to kind of save some money, but let's stay out there and stay on top of it. And so ultimately we've decided to keep the ads running, reduce the budget slightly, but we're actually getting better results than we were before because there's less competition. A lot of her competition that were showing up there aren't there as much anymore because they're not spending any money, or they decided to pull back because it's summertime, right? It's not their busy season, and they only want to do it when it's super busy. So now this keeps her busy all through the summertime, and then as it gets busier, we're going to continue to ramp up the budget. So make sure to just continue to market and advertise and look at what it is that you've done in the past. If business is slow, you may have to, adjust and make some changes to your marketing strategy. All right, next question. What strategies have you found most effective for marketing your YouTube videos? As far as my YouTube videos, I don't do a lot of marketing of my own YouTube videos, but I do utilize YouTube videos for my clients with their Google ads. And so typically that's what we utilize the YouTube videos for, is through Google ads. And it's also, we do it for a lot of branding, and to show up when people are searching on YouTube. So YouTube is the second largest search engine right after Google. And a lot of people will do Google ads that show on YouTube. But when you have a video, that video is going to play in front of the video that someone clicked on to find the solution, right? So if someone's looking to how to create a Facebook ad campaign for whatever it may be, and my video shows up before their actual video plays and it answers that same question, they're likely going to continue to watch my video and then, go to my channel and possibly become a subscriber. So I usually just utilize YouTube ads for that. And then if we're looking to actually grow the channel, I would promote it through Facebook and Instagram advertising and other social channels where my potential ideal customer is, because that way you can drive people back to the YouTube channel, let people know that there is a channel that's dedicated to whatever the topic may be, and that'll help grow that channel. So that's what I would do for a YouTube videos. So like I said, I don't do a lot of promoting of actual YouTube channels or videos. Utilize it more for actual lead generation, branding, and creating some awareness. All right, so welcome to my 30-minute open office time. So if you've just joined, this is my 30-minute open office where I open up my virtual office to you to answer any of your marketing questions. So if you do have any marketing questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments and I will answer them for you. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to drop a link in the actual comments and chat section where you'll be able to actually join me live if you'd like. So if you'd like to join me on the live stream, I'm going to drop the link in the comment section right now. And you can just click on there, let me know that you want to join live. You can join live and I will answer your question live. So we'll do a live consultation right on here. Let me just drop this over here as well. All right, so that has been dropped. All right, awesome. All right, so and this 30-minute open office time happens every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you do have any questions and you're watching this as a replay, you can just drop your questions in the comments and I will get back to it as well and answer it either in the next live stream or on one of my social channels on Facebook or Instagram. All right, where are we at? Let me get a little drink of water. All right, next question. How are businesses leveraging the rise of short form videos like YouTube Shorts to boost visibility? Businesses aren't leveraging it enough. I think it's a great opportunity. It does create a lot of reach and awareness. And it's not just YouTube Shorts. There's Instagram Reels, there's the Facebook Reels, you have TikTok also. So all of these different platforms have some sort of short form video that does really well for getting reach. For me, the most successful has actually been YouTube Shorts as far as getting the most reach. And ultimately, when it comes to video, really, you want to get a lot of reach and you want to get as many eyeballs as possible on it. And so, YouTube Shorts has been the most successful for me. It's hit or miss. I'll have some videos that get over 400 views. I'll have some videos, that get like only 10 views. It's really strange. But it's something that I'm continuing to test and continuing to put out there. And I believe a lot of other businesses should also leverage it to share more behind the scenes, how they do their products, how they service their customers. Uh, there's a lot of different ways to kind of use vertical video, and you don't even have to be the person in the actual video, right? You could just use stock footage and just have a voiceover, and you can actually just type out the entire voiceover and have it read it during the video. So there's a lot of different options. But ultimately, I don't think businesses are leveraging it enough. It is still on the rise, and I think a lot of businesses need to utilize it more for the growth of and visibility of their businesses. All right, been doing a lot of talking this week. My throat's a little dry. All right, let's keep it going. What do we have now? Here we got. All right. Now this is more of a business question for me directly. It says, how do you prioritize personal well-being and self-care while managing the demands of your business? Yeah, it's one of the hardest things that a lot of people struggle with is that work-life balance. One of the things that I do is, for me, working out is a big part of my daily routine almost. I can't go more than like a day without working out. It's just something for my well-being, right? It's my own personal self-care. It's my therapy. It's where I get away. It's just my thing. And so how do I prioritize that is by making it the first thing I do in the morning, right? So I get up early, go work out at 6 a.m. Before everything starts to unravel, right? Right now it's summertime, so the kids aren't in school. But when the kids are in school, got to take the kids to school. My wife has to go to work, got to feed the dog, got all this stuff to do. There's like a million things going on. And so it's about really scheduling your well-being and self-care into your actual life. Don't just like leave it up off your schedule. If you're utilizing a schedule, add it into your schedule. Make it a part of your schedule. Block out the time specifically for whatever your self-care, your well-being time is and what you like to do, so that you can get that time away from your business. And as a business owner, yes, your business is likely in your mind 24/7, like mine is for me. And always want the business to be doing better and continuing to grow. But yeah, sometimes you do need to take that time away from your business and really focus on your own well-being. And the way that I do it is by really scheduling it out into my schedule. So on days when I know I can't make it in the morning, I go ahead and block it out in the afternoon to make sure that I have that time in the afternoon to take care of myself and what it is that I need to do so that I can make sure that I'm on point for my business and my clients. So that's what I would say. I would definitely tell you to put it on the calendar. All right. So welcome to my 30-minute open office time. This is my 30-minute open office time where I open up my virtual office to you to answer any of your marketing questions. So if you do have any questions, drop them in the comments and I will answer them for you. So far, I've answered a couple questions in here. Here's what you've missed so far. If you're just joining us, it is my business slow or are we in a recession times? What strategies have you found most effective for marketing your YouTube videos? How are businesses leveraging the rise of short form videos like YouTube Shorts to boost visibility? Right, it's all about getting more eyeballs. You need more people to see your stuff. You need to ask more people for the sale. How do you prioritize personal well-being and self-care while managing the demands of your business? So that was the last one that I just answered. And so if you do have any questions, drop them in the comments and I will answer your question as well. All right, let me just make sure everything is still streaming and functioning. It looks like everything is still streaming and functioning. All right. The next question. All right, so the next question is, did I skip one? Nope. How important are repeat customers for business, and do you have to have a loyalty program? Ooh, good question. So repeat customers are extremely important, right? So the more often you can get business from a customer, it's better for you, right? And the biggest reason why it's important to get repeat customers is because you spent money on marketing and advertising or whatever it is that you did to get that client. You spent money to get that client and that customer. So why not try to get them again? And this is an area that I try to help a lot of businesses with, especially smaller local businesses. They miss this opportunity to reconnect with their customers for that repeat business. So, for example, a lot of business owners, they don't collect email addresses and they don't send out emails to their past customers for repeat business. For example, a couple people that have been to my home and done work in my home that have never emailed me and likely never will uh, is a handyman who I could likely use his services again. I've had AC guy who came out, installed a new AC unit. It's come out a few other times to help out with other issues, but he's never sent out an email offering some other type of maybe a maintenance service or something like that. The handyman could have sent out a message, hey, are you looking, is there something around the home that you need fixed, right? There's so many different ways to leverage uh, past customers to get them back in front of you and, essentially help you generate more business. And so with each customer, one of the very important things to remember is what is called the LTV, the long-term value, right? And so this is the long-term value of a customer. If a customer comes to you and buys one time from you for $30, now the lifetime value of that customer is $30, right? That's it. But now if that customer comes back to you 3 times, now they're already up to $90, right? So that one customer is worth $90. And so once you learn what the actual lifetime value of your customers are, you know how much money you can expect from one customer. Now, if you're able to then capitalize on that by getting those customers to come back, now you're going to increase your revenue exponentially because of the repeat business from these past customers. So it's important to have a marketing strategy that not just goes after your new customers, but also re-engages your past customers so that you can really increase your revenue exponentially without having to convince them to work with you because they've already worked with you. So they already know they want to work with you because you already did a great job. So why not? The second part to this question is, do you have to have a loyalty program? And that is a great question, because this is something that a lot of businesses struggle with. Primarily more like restaurants, bakeries, small type little cafes, because there's a lot of competition for that. Every plaza you go into, there's literally a coffee shop, a pizza place, and a restaurant in every single one. And so there's a lot of competition, and there's plazas and restaurants everywhere. And so, how do you get those people to come back? And one of the most effective ways has been a loyalty program. And so, having a loyalty program will definitely get them back, because now they want to come back so that they can, get that reward for coming back. All right. And so that's one way to continue to get people back. But again, I'm a big fan of collecting emails and building your database so that you can get back out in front of them. And you don't have to necessarily have a loyalty program to get your customers to come back, but you do need to have a way to get in touch with your customers in order to get them to come back. And one of the most effective ways to do that is email. So make sure to have a way to capture email. So regardless of the type of business it is, an email list and having a database to be able to reach out to your past customers, to get them to re-engage, get them to come back to your business, purchase from you again, visit you again, whatever the case may be. The only way to do that is if you have a way to contact them. And that's why a lot of businesses go with loyalty programs, because it's all kind of like automated for them, and it's all like done in the back end. But what happens sometimes, I've even heard, is that you're not even able to get the database from some of these loyalty programs once they're in there. And they kind of keep it all in there, based on, because of, text messaging rules and whatever, and the way their systems are set up. So have a way to get back in touch with your customers, whether that is a loyalty program or if you're collecting the emails. Have an email marketing strategy so that you can continue to get those customers to come back and get the new customers to join that list so that they can continue to come back as well. And now you are going to grow your business exponentially. So I really like that question. That was a great question. The question again was, how important are repeat customers for business? So if you missed that, I'd definitely go back a few minutes and check that out. But welcome to my 30-minute open office time, where I open up my virtual office to you to answer any of your marketing questions. If you do have any marketing questions, feel free to drop them in the comments and I will answer them for you. All right. I got a couple more questions. Let me just double check this is all working. Cool. All right. And if you're wondering, this happens every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be right here live on YouTube and on Facebook. So if you missed this one and you want to join live, join me every Friday at 11 a.m. All right. Next question. Man. What are your thoughts on using SOPs, standard operating procedures, in your business? Do you find them helpful or a waste of time? Standard operating procedures are the lifeline of any business. If you can create a process for everything in your business, which you likely can, it makes everything a lot more effective and efficient, because everything has a specific process that you follow. So for example, one of the biggest processes that I use is my onboarding process, as far as how do I get a client, once they say yes, that they want to move forward, how do I get them onboarded, get access to all the pages and properties that I need access to when it comes to their marketing. And so having a specific process that I follow every time makes it so easy, because once they say yes, I just open up this document and it's essentially like a checklist. First, you send out this agreement, send out this invoice, send out this email, set up this, set up this, set up this, right? And I have a specific process that I follow each and every time. And the nice thing is that when I give it to the assistant, they're able to simply follow the process. And so with each standard operating procedure, you should not only just have a checklist, but one of the things that I do, since everything's done on the computer, is I actually create a video walkthrough of me doing it so that they can essentially just follow the video if they not sure what to do, especially during training. So it's part of their training in order to learn how to follow the next steps. And I have standard operating procedures for other parts of the business as well, such as our, what's the process for when someone wants to do Facebook ads. So we have a process for how to get access, the research that has to get done, the creative that needs to be created, making sure all the tracking is in place, launching the campaign. All of that is in a specific process that we follow, so that we make sure that we don't miss any steps. And then each time we get a new client, the process is repeatable, right? The client might be a little different, but the process that we take is the same process each and every time, so that we can do things more quickly and more efficiently. And so in your business, you should definitely create some SOPs for your business that can help you out. And these SOPs can also be things that you are looking to get off your plate. And so if you have a lot of things that you are doing currently and you're like, damn, I want to get this off my plate, I do not want to be doing this anymore. Well, document the process, create the SOP, create a video on how to do it, and then you just hire someone to do it. And that's it. And it makes it very easy for you to be able to get things off your plate and then have it done correctly, because there's a process to it. So think of McDonald's. Anytime you go to McDonald's or any fast food place, this is why all these places are so successful, is because they have processes that are followed each and every time. So, all right. Damn, my throat. Excuse me 1 second. All right. So we got a few more minutes. Oh, I might run a little over on this next question because I saved it for the end. All right, let's get into it. What are your thoughts on GoDaddy Airo? Should a new business start here? So if you haven't heard, GoDaddy has this AI tool called GoDaddy Airo, where you essentially tell it what your business is, a lemonade stand, and it's going to give you a name. It's going to create a website. It's going to create social media posts for you. It's going to create a logo for you. It's going to create all this stuff for you. But really, and I think it even comes up with a name for you. And so it really is taking away from actually creating a real business, because it's going to be so cookie cutter, I feel, just because it's going to just be based off of other information that's out there, right? So it may give you a name, but is that name trademarked? I don't know. The logo it created for you, did it create it based off of somebody else's logo? I don't know. So it's something that I would definitely not encourage any business owner to do, as far as, oh, I want to start a business, let me go to GoDaddy Airo so it can create everything for me. No, don't do that. Like, if you need help creating the actual business, get help creating the business, and creating the assets and all of that for your business. Hire people, right? Work with real people. This GoDaddy Airo and the AI thing, yeah, it's cool, and yes, it might be fast and effective, but I just do not believe that it's going to really help someone with their business and getting it started. Yeah, it'll give you all the assets and everything that you need, but where do you go from there? You're not going to know how to market it. Then when you go to actually do some marketing, the marketing person like me is likely going to tell you, well, we can't do shit with this GoDaddy crappy website, so that's not going to work. So now you got to go invest more money again into actual website, and then you're going to have issues. And then you got the name, and maybe the name is very similar to somebody else's name. So now your business is getting confused with someone else's business. Now you got to change your name. So I think it's just a mess. I just wouldn't do it. The whole GoDaddy AI thing, cool and all, but not something that I would encourage a business owner to do. So I'll leave it there. I'll get off of that. Otherwise I'll jump down this rabbit hole for a long time, on how much I don't like that. And they're promoting it a lot right now. So if you want to check it out, but definitely don't start your business that way. All right. So we are at the end of my 30-minute open office time. Again, if you made it this far, thank you so much for checking out the live stream. And as a thank you, here is a $10 gift card that you can utilize for yourself. All you gotta do is go to the website, claim it, and the first person that claims it gets the $10. Cool thing is you can redeem it at any one of 300 plus vendors that are on there. So treat yourself to something nice. And again, this is my 30-minute open office time where I open up my virtual office to you to answer any of your marketing questions. So if you do have any marketing questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments and I'll come back through and grab them all and answer it during my next live stream. Or if you want, just reach out. There's contact information in the video description on YouTube and has a way for you to contact me with any of your specific questions that you may want answered. So again, thank you so much for checking out my 30-minute live stream every Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. See you next week. Thanks again. Peace.